With so many positive LGBTQ+ representation on streaming services these days, it is easy to forget the steps that we had to take to get to where we are today. In the 90s, gay characters on TV were still very rare, but they were increasing. Let's take a look at the evolution of gay characters on 90s TV.
Follow the yellow brick road.
The writers that gave you the Golden Girls are doing it again.
Uncle Lance, can I ask a stupid question?
Better than anybody I know, Frank.
The Finale Boys after the Golden Girls on NBC Saturday.
Network TV in the 90s mostly avoided explicit queer storylines, but small moments still popped up here and there. The Finale Boys, a sitcom that ran only briefly, had an episode called Pursuit that included a gay subplot. It's not a headline memory like a major show coming out, but these little moments mattered back in the day. Christopher Maloney starred in the short-lived comedy that only lasted one season consisting of 19 episodes. In the episode Pursuit, Dominic is jealous that his old friend Tommy wants to spend more time with other friends than with him. That is until Tommy comes out as gay. This is when Dominic begins to worry about his younger brother Frankie, played by Christopher Maloney, spending a weekend in a cabin with Tommy. Although it's mostly a light-hearted comedy, it however touched on some issues that still made the general public uneasy. The idea that gay men had the intention of sleeping with every man they met.
The life of the legendary Rock Hudson is based on books and magazine accounts, personal interviews, and court records.
The year 1990 also saw TV and media grappling more explicitly with the AIDS crisis and public figures connected to it. Biopics and TV movies about celebrities like Rock Hudson, who became a central figure in public conversations about AIDS and the stigma around it, forced mainstream audiences to confront the human cost of silence and secrecy. It was painful, complicated, but it pushed conversations into living rooms across the country. In 1991, representation was increasing compared with the 1980s, but it was still mostly episodic, guest characters in courtroom or medical plotlines, or single episode coming out beats. Fully fleshed out gay characters who remained regulars on mainstream network shows was still very rare. In 1991, LA Law aired what is often cited as the first lesbian kiss in primetime network TV. It was a revolutionary moment, but unfortunately the lesbian character involved didn't reappear in the TV show.
I shot the first kiss between two women on major television, and that was on LA Law.
And that was unfortunately the reality of 1991. Visibility appeared, then vanished.
On February 7th, the hit series LA Law aired its famous Lesbian Kiss episode. The same-sex smooch, which was the first of its kind on network television, was considered controversial at the time, and a handful of advertisers pulled their commercials.
It was a big deal.
But even a single televised kiss in a high-profile drama lived on in water cooler talk and propelled discussion about who television was for.
Producers of the hit series Quantum Leap, it may not air a potentially controversial episode of the show. The storyline in question sends Scott Bakula's character Sam to the rescue of a prosecuted gay teenager who is considering suicide.
TV in 1992 was still cautious about gay stories, but one episode stood out. Running for Honor from Quantum Leap, Season 4, Episode 12. This episode put a gay theme plot front and center, which was rare for network TV back then. Sam leaps into the Naval Cadet at Prescott Academy in 1964, just as his roommate Philip is expelled for being gay. It's a tense exploration of prejudice, loyalty, and the don't ask, don't tell mentality prefiguring later military policy changes. Nostalgic fans recall how it predicted shifts in attitudes towards gay in the military, blending adventure with social commentary. As one of only a handful of shows to make a gay narrative the main focus that year, it felt groundbreaking, subtle yet impactful, sparking conversations in living rooms across America.
But the script still depicts hate crimes against gays, and NBC has told executive producer Don Belisario that advertisers could boycott the drama.
TV in 1993 was cracking open doors we'd been knocking on for years, slipping in gay stories into living rooms with a mix of heart and humor. Down Under, the Australian TV show, GP, took a brave swing in its 5th season with the episode Get a Life.
Tony, are they hassling you because you're gay?
How did you know?
I guess I always knew.
This wasn't some side note. It dove headfirst into a gay subplot. For Aussie viewers tuning in weekly, it was a grounded look at coming out in a conservative corner of the world, scripted with a kind of everyday tension that made you root for the characters over tea, proving soaps could handle our truths without the melodrama.
I was there for you in the pub, mate. Really?
What if you'd known I was a and those guys were your friends? I mean, you're supposed to be my best mate and you didn't even know I was gay.
My So-Called Life, Monday through Friday at 7. It's a show about people you know doing things you've done, and we think it's pretty damn good. But why don't you decide for yourself? My So-Called Life, all this week at 7 on MTV.
My So-Called Life ran only for one season, but in 1994 the episodes landed like a small, intense gift. Ricky, played by Wilson Cruz, was written as a real kid, complicated, and given space to be both tough and tender. Ricky's storylines dealt with homelessness, homophobia, and identity in a way that treated him like a person, not a symbol or token character. For viewers who were closeted or just trying to understand themselves, Ricky wasn't just a character, he was recognition, and it still reads as honest and modern even today. People still write about how seeing Ricky changed how they thought about themselves. As part of My So-Called Life, Wilson Cruz became the first openly gay actor in a leading gay TV role, elevating his status as a celebrity advocate for LGBTQ+ youth.
My favorite memory as an actor shooting that show was the episode in which Ricky is kicked out of his home, mainly because it helped me deal with my own parallel story.
She was Xena, a mighty princess forged in the heat of battle.
1995 also introduced us to Xena, a warrior princess, which premiered in September as a syndicated series starring Lucy Lawless as Xena and Renee O'Connor as a companion Gabrielle. While not explicitly stated, fans quickly picked up on the strong subtext in their relationship. Intense loyalty, shared adventures, and emotional depth that many viewers interpreted as romantic. The show's creators, including Rob Tappert, leaned into this dynamic over time, with episodes highlighting their bond through subtle touches, jealous moments, and declarations of devotion. Xena became a cultural phenomenon, running for 6 seasons and inspiring a massive lesbian fanbase who saw themselves in the characters.
And Rob, like I say, will look where the frontiers are of acceptability in television and start pushing back those. The relationship between the two of them was all important because it was something that people really crave in their lives.
Lawless later acknowledged the queer appeal, noting that it provided representation during a time when openly gay characters were rare on TV. Revisiting early episodes now brings back a thrill of discovering hidden layers in mainstream entertainment.
Fabulous! Rue's gone by. Coastal.
We are in Hollywood.
And everybody wants in on the action.
TV in 1996 brought more visibility to gay characters and hosts, with the RuPaul show premiering on VH1 on October 14, 1996. It marked a milestone as being one of the first talk shows to be hosted by a drag performer. RuPaul brought celebrity guests, music, and unfiltered conversations to the screen, creating a space that celebrated LGBTQ culture openly. Episodes featured icons like Diana Ross and Pam Grier, blending entertainment with moments that felt groundbreaking for LGBTQ+ representation on cable TV. Sadly, the talk show only lasted for 2 seasons. I guess people back in 1996 weren't ready yet to be entertained by drag performers, unlike today where we have an abundance of drag performance shows on streaming providers.
Really, Mike, it just reeks of discrimination. I mean, if they don't accept women, they're probably not too hot about gays and blacks either. Not my kind of place.
On network TV, Spin City debuted on ABC on September 17, 1996, and introduced us to Carter Haywood, played by Michael Boatman, who was a prominent gay character in a mainstream sitcom. As head of the Minority Affairs in New York City Hall, Carter was outspoken, confident, and integral to the ensemble, avoiding stereotypes while addressing issues like same-sex marriages in episodes such as The Grand Illusion. It was refreshing to see a gay black man portrayed with depth and humor, contributing to the slow but steady progress in TV diversity.
Why can't I say the word? I memean, why can't I just say... I mean, what is wrong? Why do I have to be so ashamed? I mean, why can't I just...
The biggest moment for LGBTQ+ visibility in 1997 was on ABC's Ellen, with an episode, The Puppy Episode, which aired on April 30th, 1997.
I'm gay.
Ellen DeGeneres' character, Ellen Morgan, came out as a lesbian in a 2-part special that drew over 42 million viewers. It mirrored her own coming out in a Time magazine cover story just weeks earlier, with the headline, "Yep, I'm gay." Despite some backlash, including sponsor pullouts and threats, the episode won an Emmy and changed TV forever. It was the first time a lead character on a primetime sitcom openly identified as gay, normalizing conversations in living rooms across America. If you're old enough to remember the buzz around it, from magazine covers to water cooler talks, you'd understand how it paved the way for shows like Will and Grace in the years that followed. Oz premiered on July 12, 1997, which was a gritty prison drama set in the fictional Oswald State Correctional Facility. It explored raw themes like power dynamics, violence, and sexuality. Gay characters and relationships were central, from Tobias Beach's arc involving situational sexuality to explicit depictions of same-sex encounters. What made Oz especially groundbreaking in the context of 1997 was its unflinching portrayal of prison life, including explicit depictions of violence, drugs, coarse language, frontal nudity, and sexuality, elements that premium cable allowed without the constraints of network TV. For gay visibility, the show didn't hold back. It featured several storylines involving same-sex relationships, situational homosexuality, and the harsh realities of homophobia within a prison system. The show didn't shy away from homophobia either, but it also humanized gay inmates. Oz was groundbreaking for premium cable, influencing later series like The Wire. It aired late nights, becoming a must-watch for those seeking unfolded stories. TV changed forever on September 21, 1998, when Will and Grace premiered on NBC. It was the first mainstream sitcom centered around a gay man, Will Truman, played by Eric McCormack, and his outspoken friend Jack McFarlane, played by Sean Hayes. Before this, gay characters on TV were mostly side notes or stereotypes. Will and Grace, on the other hand, put them front and center, without tragedy or apology. The show's sharp writing, anchored by the friendship between Will and Grace, turned everyday gay life into something relatable and funny, a radical act at the time. By blending representation with humor, the series reached audiences who might never have engaged with gay stories otherwise. Over time, it became a cultural touchstone, helping soften attitudes towards LGBTQ+ people. In 1998, it was more than just a sitcom. It was a cultural shift disguised as a sitcom.
Once again, girl-on-girl action, and it's totally lost us.
Also in 1998, HBO premiered Sex and the City, introducing audiences to Carrie Bradshaw, her friends, and their gay besties. Although the show was primarily about straight female friendship, it normalized gay presence through characters like Stanford and later Anthony. Stanford, played by Willie Garson, wasn't treated as comic relief or exotic flavor. He was just part of the group. What made Sex and the City special for gay viewers was its open embrace of difference. Its New York setting, its unapologetic conversations about sex, and its fashion-forward energy all drew from the gay world it celebrated. While Will and Grace tackled identity with humor, Sex and the City wove gayness seamlessly into its fabric. In 1998, that visibility mattered. The show made it clear, gay characters didn't need to justify their presence anymore. They were already part of the story.
Not him. Gay. Gay and doesn't know it. Here, pale, with no arms, straight and Jehu-ish.
His old bloody image. We were in Babylon once. We're off our heads, and Alexander's going mental. So we ended up dancing on a podium, you know, like twats.
Queer as Folk, the original UK version, premiered on Channel 4 in February of 1999 and followed the lives of 3 gay men in Manchester's Canal Street scene. The series starred Aidan Gillen as a charismatic Stuart, Craig Kelly as his friend Vince, and Charlie Hunman as a young Nathan obsessed with Stuart. Over 8 episodes, it tackled relationships, nightlife, and challenges like coming out, with bold depictions of sex and drama that broke ground for gay representation on TV. Its witty scripts and unfolded look at gay life made it a hit, influencing future shows.
You think we're ready?
Yeah. You know, I never bought anything with Tommy.
Oh, so the handcuffs don't count?
MTV's Undressed launched in July 1999 as an anthology series exploring young adult sexual relationships, including diverse LGBTQ+ storylines, mixing humor with frank discussions on orientation and fetishes. It ran late night and covered high schoolers and college students from various backgrounds, making it one of the first shows to regularly include LGBTQ+ narratives in a casual, exploratory way.
You mean like this?
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, remember to give me a thumbs up and a subscription would be nice. You can also check out some of the other great videos on my channel, and to get you started, you can check out this video next. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.